Bank of Indonesia released its report on Indonesia's foreign debt that grew by 8.7% year-on-year on this April 2019. Economist of Indef Eni Sri Hartati said that the growing foreign debt is a threat for Indonesia's economic stability if it's not followed by the growing export performance. In this segment, I would like to deliver you some data about Indonesia's foreign debt. The first slide will be about external or foreign debt in Statistic of Indonesia year by year from 2016 and to 2019. The trend is keep increasing from 317 billion US dollar in 2016 to 389.3 billion US dollar by April 2019. As we see that Indonesia's external debt increases every year, means there are more government's expenditure and investment coming over to Indonesia as the time goes by. But however, external debt statistics issued by Bank of Indonesia stated that there was an increase due to external debt withdrawal transactions and the effect of a reduction in the rupiah exchange rate against the US dollar, so that debt in the rupiah was recorded higher in US dollar denominations. And next slide. Or next data will be about Indonesia's external debt proportion. 189.7 billion US dollar was the government's debt, and the private sector, the amount of the debt was about 199.6 billion US dollar. Indonesia's external debt at the end of April 2019 remains controlled with healthy structure. The position of Indonesia's external debt at the end of April 2019 was 389.3 billion US dollar, consisting of government and central banks debt of 189.7 billion US dollar and private, including state-owned enterprises debt amounting to 199.6 billion US dollar. And next data will be about the usage of private sector external debt. The usage of the private sector external debt will absorb to finance the financial and insurance services, manufacturing industry, electricity, gas and steam support, and mining and quarrying. The growth in private sector's external debt has increased. In April 2019, the position of private sector's external debt grew by 14.5% year-on-year, higher than the previous month that was 13% year-on-year. This private external debt is dominated by the financial and insurance services sector, manufacturing industry sector, electricity, gas and steam procurement sector, also mining and quarrying sector. The total share is 75.2% of the total private external debt. Next slide will be about the usage of government's external debt. The debt being absorbed for or to finance the human health and social work activities sector, as much as 18.8%, construction sector 16.3%, public administration and defense compulsory social security sector 15.1%, and we've got the education sector that absorbed the external debt as much as 15.8%, and financial and services sector 14.4%. Sluggish government's external debt was mainly influenced by the decreasing of foreign investor funds in the government securities or SBN market in April 2019 as much as 0.4 billion US dollar, which showed a decrease in foreign investor confidence in the Indonesian economy. This happens due to global economics uncertainty. Other reason was, of course, loan payment of 0.6 billion US dollar. And next, we will see the ratio of Indonesia's external debt to gross domestic product. In 2017, the Indonesia's external debt to GDP was 34.79%. In 2018, the number or the ratio was decreased to 34.77%. And in 2019, the ratio raised to 36.5% to the GDP. The structure of Indonesia's external debt remains healthy. This is reflected, among others, the ratio of Indonesia's external debt to gross domestic product or GDP at the end of April 2019 was around 36.5%. This ratio was still in the range of the average country peers. In addition, the structure of Indonesia's external debt remained dominated by long-term short-term external debt amounting to 86.2% of total external debt. Therefore, Bank of Indonesia and the government continue to coordinate to monitor or supervise the development of external debt and optimize its role in supporting development financing without creating risk that can affect economic stability. As it is mentioned earlier, the swelling external budget better be balanced by the great export performance in the future. And stay tuned on market headlines because we'll be right back after the break.